They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it.
Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy! Mercy, woo, Daddy! Handsome Johnny!
How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Woo-hoo! Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the hate the feeling of a great rock.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be all right.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and roll.
From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm gonna pick, it's gonna determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you wanna make sure you're gonna put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength and conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength and conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Is Raider pride truly justified at Nettleton High School? Does John Adams play a
All right. Michael Mords makes contact, and the
Hits
ball
it
lands
all the way to the warning track. He's rounding second now. Looks like he's going to stay there at second.
All
If
right.
you guys missed that first at bat, Kyle Tolley was at an 0-2 count, and then Michael Moore made contact to hit that ball all the way to the warning track. Now up to bat for Pocahontas is Charlie White, one man on in scoring position.
Man, that was a solid. He got a lot on that ball. Hit it pretty well. Strike.
A strike,
And
but
the guy's on
man
the
takes
run,
off.
and he makes the steal to third baseman. To the
Called
third
safe
base.
by the ump. 1 strike, 1-0 is the count.
Makes contact right up the middle. Easy catch by Seth Bishop.
Easy pop out.
Catches it in the infield.
Seth had quick reactions on that ball.
He
right
did
there.
have a quick reaction.
That was displayed Friday night when he had a great line drive hit right to his head at the third base spot and made an amazing catch.
Mm-hmm. All right, perfect. So we have 1 out right now.
Count is 0-1. 1-0. 1-0. Makes contact, and
right
the
over
center
the
fielder's chasing it down. It looks like he's going to hit his cutoff man, but one scorer will come in. One out, one man on, 1-0, Pocahontas. For Pocahontas, the first baseman, Hunter, is up. Counts 0-1. 1-0, excuse me. The runner takes off from first, tries to steal, and the ball
safe.
Called safe. The ball gets there a little late from the throw from Jacob Tarpley.
Solid attempt from Christian Cleary, though.
The runner on second takes a little bit of lead off. Kyle Tolley pitches.
A little outside.
Didn't look like he came all the way around on the check swing. The count's 2-1.
Okay.
He made contact but fouled it off.
Just tipped it off his bat.
Man, 12 on second right there. Looks like he's ready to run.
Yeah, he's just bouncing all over the bag. He is just testing Kyle Tolley. Solid
Makes contact. Christian Cleary dives out for it, but misses the ball, and the runner's rounding third right now. And he scores, but the center fielder happens to hit his cutoff, too. The score is 2-0 right now. 1 out, 1 man on. For Pocahontas right now is catcher number 11, Rob Mason. A nice pitch by Kyle Tolley to get him swinging there. Two strikes now after that, what looked like a check swing, but he turned the foot on it. Makes contact straight to Christian Cleary.
Out
Two.
at second.
Gets 1 out on the play. Two outs. Score is 2-0. Pocahontas up to bat, 23. One man on. Your count is 0-1.
Guys, don't be afraid to speak up.
Oh, yeah.
23 made contact on there, but it was called foul for the count to be moved to 0-2.
Pops it
Makes
high in the
contact,
air.
Pops it up to Landon Webb. Landon Webb is chasing it down.
And can't get there.
Sadly out of play. Could have been the final out of the half inning.
Yeah.
Still one man on.
One more strike, and that will be the end of the half inning.
One man on. Your score is 2-0 Pocahontas.
2 outs right now.
The count is 0-2.
Well,
Kyle Tolley pitches, but it was slightly outside. Moves the count to 1-2.
I need to add the ball and then put a heat box in. If I don't add the ball and then reset.
Kyle Tolley loads up. Makes contact. CC Christian. Right there. 6-4 for the final out of the half inning.
And just like that, at the end of the inning, your score is 2-0. There have been 3 hits and 0 errors, 2 runs brought in, and this is Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television. Stay tuned.
Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
Welcome back to Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television. After that first half inning, your score is 2-0 Pocahontas. To finish off the inning, there was a nice ground ball hit to Christian, and Christian went to second with it.
It seems like Christian McCleary has a good connection with Seth Bishop, as 2 of their outs have gone from McCleary giving it to Bishop. So far, it looks like this is going to be a pretty good game so far.
I think up to bat next for the Raiders is Kyle Tolley.
Yes, Kyle Tolley is batting first, number 22.
After a decent performance on the mound last half inning.
Yeah.
Kept the damage to a minimum. As we speak, here comes up the pitcher for the Nettleton Raiders, number 22, Kyle Tolley. A nice pitch from Pocahontas' pitcher to move the count 0-1.
Which 1-0? Wait, was this a ball?
It was a strike.
Kyle Tolley makes contact, and it looks like it stays fair down the right third base line.
Just sneaking right in front of the third base bag. Stays at first base.
Looked like he was going to round first there for a second, but he decided, you know, maybe it's not the smartest decision.
Playing safe. I mean, it is the first batter of the game.
But we all know he could have made it.
He could have made it.
Next up to bat is Landon Webb, number 23. I think last half inning he was at second base. Kyle Tolley getting a little bit of a lead off there.
A little outside.
Nice discipline from Landon to move the count to 1-0.
A little high.
Was it a ball?
Yes. Was a ball a little high?
Moves the count to 2-0 after that high fastball from Pocahontas' pitcher.
Yeah.
That camera's down there. If you want to get it online.
Landon makes contact,
but is
looks like it's going to go foul.
All right.
If you want to just leave it one camera, that's fine. But if you want to.
On deck is number 24, Christian Cleary.
Pocahontas' wide is testing Landon Webb right now. Let's see who'll prevail out of this matchup.
And we all know they don't want to do that.
Once again, high.
High fastball. Moves the count to 3-0. Let's see if he...
3-1. Foul ball. So it was a 3-1.
Oh, 3-1, excuse me, after the foul ball. Let's see if he can draw another ball here to get himself a walk. And that's exactly what he does. Moves the runner from first to second. 2 men on, 1 in scoring position, and 1 on first. Up to bat is Christian Cleary, number 24, the shortstop for the Nettleton Raiders.
Great discipline by Landon Webb to just wait for the pitch that he wants, and if he doesn't see that pitch, then he will just take his base.
You know, that's the way you play the great sport of baseball.
Waiting for the pitch. A little inside.
I like how we both said the same thing at the same time.
It's a little
Great minds think alike, I guess.
Yes, sir. 0 outs right now. Third batter up, McCleary. Waiting for the pitch.
Kyle Tolley kind of teasing the pitcher there. Cleary makes contact right into the gap. Kyle Tolley, oh, never mind. They're just going to keep the bases loaded. Up is Nathan Belk, number 26.
Outs or the count. Actually, you can mention the count because it's easy for me. The outs and stuff, you guys don't have to mention that. Because they can say that.
And it seemed like an error by the second baseman.
I don't know if it was necessarily an error. I just don't think he was fast enough to get there. A little high. Moves the count to 1-0. Bases loaded now. It would be a nice hit from Nathan Belk if he could get some air under it.
And it is a foul ball.
He got some air under it just the wrong way.
Right into our faces. Nathan Belk. 1-1. Ooh, and caught swinging.
Pocahontas pitcher delivers an amazing pitch to get Nathan Belk caught swinging there.
White delivered that pitch.
White is his name. Charlie White, excuse me.
Or actually, it would be Privet. My mistake.
Oh, Carter Privet is the pitcher on the mound right now.
My apologies. Still 2-0 Pocahontas.
The count is 1-2.
What? It's 2-2.
And just like that outside. And just like that, we've got us.
Oh!
Ooh. Something.
The catcher tried to pick off the, if I'm not mistaken, Christian Cleary there, but he was fast enough to get back.
That could have been a mistake. Full count right now?
No, 2-2.
Oh, 2-2.
Count moves up to 2-2. Not a lot of pressure right here.
And just like that, aiming for the head, man.
The count moves up to a full count with that wild pitch from
Privet.
Carter Privet.
And
Nathan
just like
Belk
that,
makes contact.
right up the upfield.
The shortstop misses the ground ball, and it looks like Landon Webb's going to round third, and he's safe.
Great
2
hit.
runs in with a beautiful hit from Nathan Belk. That leaves 2 men on and 2 scored. Your score is now 2-2, 0 outs.
A beautiful double by Nathan Belk.
A 2-run RBI, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the runners are going to go in and talk to Coach Despain, you know, see what's going to happen here.
Is that a new pitcher?
No.
Okay, if it was, we're going to
The pitcher stays the same, Carter Privet. Now up to bat is number 15, the catcher for the Nettleton Raiders, Jacob Tarpley. 2 men in scoring position.
A little high by Privet. Jacob Tarpley, the discipline to wait for the pitch that he wants. Looks like he just got it barely into the strike zone.
After that pitch, moves his count to 1-1.
That time, he did not get it in the strike zone. Outside.
Slightly outside, moves
Slightly
his count to
outside.
2-1.
Attempting the same pitch. Privet up again. And
Ooh.
caught swinging. Nasty fastball. To
Jacob
the
Tarpley
upper left corner.
bites on that high fastball.
2-2. And
swings.
Swings.
But Christian Cleary's going to come home and score off of that. And Jacob Tarpley's going to be safe at first base, moving Nathan Belk to third base. Your score is now 3-2 Nettleton Raiders.
Outstanding. We're good.
Now batting for your Nettleton Raiders is a center fielder, number 2, Jack Jones. But it looks like we're going to have a substitute runner here for Jacob Tarpley. Number 25, if I'm not mistaken, that's Ransom Rand.
A very fast player subbing in for Jacob Tarpley, who got on base with the single. He also has himself an RBI off that single, bringing in Christian Cleary.
Displayed that speed last Friday night, Ransom Rand did. Stole a bag early in the innings. A nice pitch from Pocahontas, moving the count to 0-1.
Jack Jones does not swing, as he doesn't swing at the first pitch. He waits. And
another great pitch from Pocahontas' pitcher, Carter Privet. Moves the count to 0-2. Jack Jones awaiting the pitch.
Ransom Rand teasing like he may.
Great discipline showed by Jack Jones, moving the count to 1-2 on that high fastball.
Men on first and third base. 0 outs.
On the hot corners.
And just a little high.
A little bit outside.
Great eye by Jack Jones.
It's one thing I do have to say about this Raiders team is they show great discipline at the plate. Oh,
and a strikeout.
As I say that,
look at the curse.
Discipline can be a great thing. It can also be a curse.
Well, all right.
And I mentioned this a lot last Friday night. The underclassman Seth Bishop, a freshman starting on varsity, has showed a lot of promise, is now up to bat.
Seth Bishop, 1 out, awaiting the pitch. Men on first and third. Ransom Rand attempts and gets to second base, but Nathan Belk gets tagged while he is not paying attention. The pitcher tosses it to third baseman, tagging.
Looks like Nathan Belk was just kind of took by surprise on that play. Watching his fellow teammate Ransom Rand take off to second and still another bag, his second of the year. Sadly, Nathan Belk was thrown out. Moves it to 2 outs, 1 man in scoring. Seth Bishop hits a nice ball, grounded by the third baseman.
And gets out at first.
Out for the final out of the inning.
This,
The Raiders scored 3 at the bottom of the first. Your score is now
well, your score is going into the second inning, 3 runs. And it looks like there was 4 hits. So 3 runs, 4 hits. This is Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television.
Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Welcome back to Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television. Up to bat is the right fielder number 9 for Pocahontas.
Number 9 is Brad Baltz.
That last inning was something, huh?
Mm-hmm. We had lots of people in scoring distance, but the Pocahontas defense stepped up in the clutch. And
Seems like Kyle Tolley halfway through his windup was called off there.
Kyle Tolley, a little miscommunication with the catcher, Jacob Tarpley.
The pitch.
And swing and a miss.
Nice pitch from Kyle Tolley to get number 9 to bite there. A little bit low out of the strike zone, moves the count to 1-1.
And
seems just about a similar pitch, just a tad bit lower, moves the count to 2-1.
Was that a ball?
Yeah, it was a ball. 2-1.
I have it backwards. Down here.
Yes, you do.
Oh, Kyle Tolley pitches a tad bit to the right out of the strike zone there. To his right, excuse me.
Count is 3-1 right now.
Kyle Tolley had a nice display of pitching in the first inning.
And
he makes contact, but fouls off the third baseline. Moves the count to 3-2, if I'm not mistaken, a full count.
Just like that. Let's see what Kyle Tolley will do with the full count.
Play softball?
Awaiting the pitch, Kyle Tolley.
Did you play softball?
Makes contact. No, excuse me, bounces off the catcher's shin.
But
no, it's only me.
He does. Still 3-2.
Yep.
What's the count?
3-2. And
Makes
pops it right in the air.
And the communications from the Raiders is not the greatest. Still caught it from Nathan Belk.
The first baseman still makes the play.
This was a reoccurring theme Friday night. The communication from the Raiders hasn't been the best. You know, you got to call those guys. But out of perseverance, Nathan Belk still gladly caught the ball. Next is number 14, CJ Palmer.
Just
slightly outside the strike zone from Kyle Tolley.
Inside to number 14, Palmer. Perfect.
It's now proper. Yeah, is that
Another pitch.
Ow.
High, about head high.
2 balls.
There. Makes the count 2-0.
The pitch.
Oh, I fixed it. Oh, I had to apply.
And 3 balls.
Just seemed about the same pitch there. I don't think he's doing this on purpose, but
if I were number 14, I'd just love to see what this pitch is.
Oh.
A
Right down the
nice
middle.
strike from Kyle Tolley.
I'm gonna say
2-1 or 3-1.
counts 2-1.
It's 3-1.
3-1.
After that strike moves the count to a full count, 3-2.
You know how to fix it?
One out right now from that nice pop fly caught by Nathan Belk. Another pitch, and he earns his walk.
The discipline of the batting eye of number 14 on a full count to not crack under pressure or fold and take his base.
Astounding. Jackson Nichols, the third baseman for Pocahontas, is up to bat right now. One out. The runner takes off from first to second. The throw, slightly late, couldn't get him.
Can you swing at that?
That gives Pocahontas a runner in scoring position.
Oh. So, is it a strike?
Oh. Okay. All right, 1 ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
AC is still making me
Looked like he went for the sacrifice bunt there, but it's called foul. He's trying to move that runner from second to third.
Get some runs on the board.
Trying to close that gap. That moves the count to 0-2. 2 strikes to Pocahontas' third baseman, number 10. The runner on second getting a little bit of a lead off.
And
nice swing. Got him
a
strike out. That was a nice display of pitching from Kyle Tolley at that at-bat.
I agree with that.
Three
Just
balls
ends
down,
him with
and
3
all of them
strikes. Yep, doesn't even, all he needs.
Up to bat now is number 6 for Pocahontas.
Warts.
The runner takes off from second to third. The throw, slightly late once again.
And it looks like he was late on the throw.
Seems to be a recurring theme to the Raiders' defense to deal with, as their runners are
Very quick.
displaying a lot of speed in the base running right now.
Outside. A little outside.
Slightly outside there.
Wait. Is it 2-0 or 0-2?
The pitch.
And low. A low fastball by
Moves the count to 3-0. 3 balls, 0 strikes right now. Awaiting the pitch.
Does it say 3-2? What you gonna do? I should know that.
and walks him.
That pitch thrown by Kyle Tolley allows number 6 to earn his walk.
2 outs still. The score is still 2-3. Nettleton winning right now, currently.
Some outs, please.
1 out away from the end of the half inning.
Runners on your corners here. Kyle Tolley looks like he's going to get him right here.
And an error.
Seth Bishop seems to have an error, allowing 1 runner to score, which makes the score
Right now it's 3-3.
3-3, tied up at the top of the second. A runner in scoring position on third for Pocahontas right now. Up is number 1 for Pocahontas. A nice pitch from Kyle Tolley to gain his first strike of the at-bat. Another great pitch from Kyle Tolley makes the count 0-2.
Let's see what White will do with the 2-2 count. And a ball in the dirt.
Makes the count 1-2. Good job from Jacob Tarpley to use his body to keep the ball in front of him so that runner from the third base does not score.
Outside. I guess he's just trying to make number 1 swing with his
trying
two
to get him to
strikes.
chase here. He doesn't want to throw anything necessarily in the strike zone in case of a nice hit and the runner to score. That looks like what he does, but it's
ball rolls fair.
Foul.
Or foul. So my apologies. Ball rolls foul, causing a 2-2 count remains.
Kyle Tolley's just trying to keep that runner from third to score here.
And just get out of the top of this inning with only 1 run will be ideal for the Nettleton Raiders.
Oh, a nice pitch from Kyle Tolley, but it's actually called a ball, making the count full.
Full count. Top left, possibly.
And it looks like that's just what it was, but it was a nice hit. But
nice
an even
catch.
better catch from Cade Carter.
Wait, why are we switching? There's 3 out.
And just like that, only 1 run scored in the top of the inning for the Pocahontas Redskins. The score is 3-3 going into the bottom of the inning. This is Nettleton Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television.
Oh, my bad. You need to be on break. I'm so used to having, like, I can hear it in my ear when I'm on break. I got you guys, don't worry. I'll meet you.
America. Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
There was some guy sitting here, but yeah, sure. Welcome back to Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television. Up to bat is the right fielder, number 5, Kenwarren McShann. The pitch, a little high, makes the count go to 1-0. A nice pitch from number 23, making the count go to 1-1. The Raiders coming off a big inning. Slightly outside. The count 2-1.
A little high. High again by number 23.
Making it 3-1. 3-1. Looks like the pitcher's going to take a little bit of a breath here, recollect himself.
Privet up.
I wish I had scoreboard.
A nice pitch from number 23 of Pocahontas. Make the count full.
As the top of the strike zone.
Yeah, I'm right next to that.
Kenwarren sat down swinging for the first out of the inning. A nice at-bat for the pitcher of Pocahontas.
The fielder, number 10, Cade Carter.
Up to bat is left fielder number 10, Cade Carter, the one who ended the inning with a nice catch out in left field. Cade swinging at something above his head. Makes the count 0-1. Looked more like self-defense there.
I agree with that. That was coming right for his head. He had to get out of the way on that one.
Another great pitch from Pocahontas makes the count 0-2. Looks like the pitcher's collected himself after the big inning the Raiders had last inning. Says it's not going to happen again. Cade makes contact, running down the first baseline. Grounded by the second baseman and thrown to first for an easy out. 2 outs on the inning.
Pitcher, number 22, Kyle Tolley.
Up to bat is the pitcher for Nettleton Raiders, number 22, Kyle Tolley. had a big hit his first at bat.
A little high. Good discipline by Kyle Tolley.
Kyle Tolley makes contact but pops it up behind home plate. Out of play.
Hopefully everybody is okay back there.
Hopefully everyone in everyone's cars is okay back
I
there.
agree with that one. Right over the protective netting.
Moves the count to 1-0.
Well,
1-1, excuse me.
Yes. On deck, Landon Webb, number 23. After a walk, Kyle Tolley up. Makes contact.
Kyle Tolley makes contact. A deep hit into center field, but a nice catch by Pocahontas as center fielder to retire the side.
Well, no runs scored that inning and no hits scored that inning. The score remains 3-3 going into the top of the third. And
that whatever it takes for every child, but really we mean that. You know, it's not something that we just say, and we don't take that lightly. At the end of the day, I want them to love school. I want them to love and appreciate that our school is willing to go above and beyond to do whatever we can to teach them. But my bottom line goal is to teach them to love school and love learning and become a lifelong learner, just like I try to be.
You guys are on.
We're on, camera. Welcome back to Raiders Baseball at Nettleton Television.
And yes, this has been a evenly matched game right now as the score is 3-3. And you want to hear something kind of funny, AA Austin Arford?
What's that, Cameron Salo?
In the first inning, both teams recorded 4 hits exactly. So this can tell you how evenly matched the team is.
It's been a show to watch.
It's been quite a show as the score is 3-3. Up to bat for Pocahontas.
The pitching has been really good. The offense has been really good. It's been a powerhouse of a show. We've seen some nice hits from both teams tonight.
I agree with that statement. Chester.
Leading off for Pocahontas is the shortstop, number 12, Dawson Chester. A nice pitch from Kyle Tolley to record the first strike of this at-bat. The pitch makes contact right to Christian Cleary. He grounds it and throws it to first base. Nathan Belk to record the first out of the inning.
Great throw by Christian Cleary.
Great reaction time.
I agree with that statement.
Number 5, Hunter Singley, is up for Pocahontas right now.
And that was an excellent pitch by Kyle Tolley. Just got the batter swinging as he pitched it way high, just waiting for that nice ground out.
Tips it, makes the count 1-0. 0-1, excuse me. Pitch a little bit low in the dirt, moves the count to 1-1. Like you said, that was a nice pitch from Kyle Tolley, and it seems to be a lot of those this game so far.
I agree with that. Kyle Tolley with the pitch.
Another.
Right down the middle.
Right down the middle. A great pitch from Kyle Tolley.
The count is 1-2.
0-2, if I'm not mistaken.
1-2.
Makes contact to the center fielder. Right fielder Ken Warren's going to get it, actually.
Ken Warren McShann.
To record the second out of the inning. A nice catch by Ken Warren McShann, representing the sophomores class of 2022 out there.
You can just see how evenly matched these teams are, as it seems like they are repeating what the Nettleton Raiders put up in the bottom of the second.
Looks like this might go down to the wire.
I agree.
It's kind of bold to make a statement this early in the game, but they're even. But after that ball, it moves the count to 1-0. Another ball from Kyle Tolley to 2-0, just a little bit high inside.
A little inside. Batter awaiting the third pitch. way high, having to have Jacob Tarpley stand up to catch that ball.
And Jacob Tarpley has been a great catcher for the Raiders, keeping every ball in front of him here lately.
And just like that, a walk for Mosen with the walk.
Pitcher number 23, Carter Pivot for Pocahontas. Kyle Tolley checks him back to first, just to, you know, scare him a little bit. Beats him to the bag.
Privet up, awaiting the first pitch. And the discipline by Privet to not swing at that ball.
Low in the dirt. Makes contact to the left fielder, Cade Carter. Grabs it there. The runner goes from first to second.
Runners
one man on
advance.
and a single. 2 men on, excuse me.
Right fielder, number 9, Brad Bolts.
Right fielder number 9, Brad Bolt, up now for Pocahontas.
And number 30 is actually going into run for the pitcher.
Don't want your star arm getting hurt out there, huh?
Yes, sir. Baltz is up, number 9.
2 men on, 1 in scoring position, awaiting the first pitch of his at-bat.
He popped the ball up in the second inning. Nathan Belk caught that ball.
Made contact but fouled behind him. Moves the count to 0-1. Refresh me, Cameron. Is there 2 outs right now?
There are currently 2 outs with the first 2 batters at bat. 2 quick outs.
That's what I thought, but, you know, I have a short memory. Kyle Tolley looked like he was going to check the runner back to second there. Christian Cleary expecting it, but changes his mind.
Speaking of Christian Cleary, the first out of the inning was Christian Cleary to Nathan Belk, and then the second out was Kendrick McShann's beautiful pop fly catch in right field.
After that nice pitch from Kyle Tolley makes the count 0-2. The pitch, contact, but hit foul down the third base line. The pitch.
And caught.
There it is. And he's out to retire the side.
Well, just like I said, this was an even game. 0 runs were scored in this inning. As a matter of fact, only 1 hit in the inning. The score is still 3-3. This is Nettleton Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television.
Welcome back to Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television. Up next is Landon Webb. Coming off a nice pitching performance from Kyle Tolley. Kept the score even at 3-3.
Landon Webb up at bat as he baited out the pitcher for a nice walk in the beginning of the first inning, or at the bottom of the first inning. Let's see what he can do this inning at bat.
Landon Webb had a nice hit at the end of Friday night's game. Nice gapper into left center. But here's his second at-bat of the game. Landon Webb
Still doesn't hit the ball.
awaiting the first pitch. Almost hit by the first pitch. Makes the count 1-0.
I think Landon Webb would have been fine with that pitch. He was not scared of that ball.
Didn't even flinch. A little bit low and outside from Pocahontas' pitcher.
Great eye by Landon Webb.
The discipline, the discipline, the discipline.
And just like that, 3 up. Oh.
2-1 is the count after that pitch from Pocahontas. Three and one is the count.
3-1 is the count. Let's see if Landon Webb can
bait his second walk of the evening.
That'd be incredible.
No, he makes contact. Like a nice hit down the left field line.
And right at the warning track.
No. Yeah, right at the warning track. He rounded first and looks like he's going to get a double off of a great hit.
Excellent hit. Just waiting for the pitch that he wanted.
I thought it was going to go over there for a minute.
I thought it was too as it bounced up against the wall. Excellent contact.
We always knew Landon Webb had it in him. He just had to take a minute to get it out.
Yes.
It was a great hit by Landon Webb. As Mr. Miller would say, a dinger.
A dinger. Let's see if the Raiders can do something with this excellent hit by Landon Webb.
One man in scoring position. Christian Cleary up at plate.
A little inside.
A little low. Pocahontas has showed nothing but excellence at the mound tonight. Only leading the Raiders to 3 runs, but the Raiders have done the same exact thing. Christian makes contact on the second pitch of his at-bat, moving the count to 1-1.
Awaiting the pitch.
Oh, Christian Cleary takes the ball. Doesn't even flinch. Takes it like a man.
That was an excellent play.
Excellent display of toughness by Christian Cleary. And when you're a Raider, that's what you get, toughness.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, he said, look, I'm going to take this base for the sake of the team. Now, it may hurt right now, but it's not going to hurt when I step over that home plate bag. Am I right?
I agree. Perseverance, toughness. Adapt and overcome.
Raider pride.
Raider pride is justified. Looks like there might be a pitching change for Pocahontas. Number 5 warming up out there on the mound.
Yes, number 5, Sinsler. Up possibly to pitch.
After that hit batter right there, it looks like the coach of Pocahontas might be a little bit frustrated with his pitcher. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a pitching change.
Number 5, Hunter Singley.
Oh, Singley.
Hunter Singley is the name of the new pitcher. Which is always tough for a team to get used to a new pitcher halfway through an inning, but I'm sure they'll get used to it fast. While we have this little intermission.
Why don't we actually thank our sponsors? Let's start with Consolidated Insurance for their pregame and postgame coverage. Let's also thank Shadrachs Coffee, as well as First Community Bank, Collision Repair, Russell's Truck Accessories, and
Delaplaine's Seed Company.
Delaplaine's Seed Company. Thank you so much for supporting Raider baseball.
Without them, this wouldn't be possible.
Amen to that. Raider pride, brother.
But, I mean, the Raiders have showed excellence at the plate and at the mound tonight. Kyle Tolley pitching an amazing game up to this point. And the Raiders displaying a powerhouse offense that we always knew they had. Up to bat now is number 26, Nathan Belk, the first baseman. 2 men on, 1 in scoring position. Christian Cleary at first base right now.
Let's see what the Raiders do with 2 men on base.
Nathan Belk lays down a beautiful bunt, allowing all the runners to advance.
Oh.
except Nathan Belk himself. But
Beautiful sack bunt, though.
that after that bunt, that sack bunt, that records the first out of the inning. If I'm not mistaken, the first
That
out
is
of the
correct.
inning.
Double-A Austin Hartford. First sack, the sack bunt gives him the first out of the inning.
Now up to bat is the catcher, number 15, Jacob Tarpley, awaiting the pitch. Swings and misses. Makes the count 0-1.
And
another nice
just
pitch.
watches that ball go right down the middle. Let's see if Jacob Tarpley can recover.
Chokes up on the bat right there. Look like he's about to swing for the fence. Oh.
And caught.
Maybe should have turned on that one. But happens to the best of us.
Hey.
Sat down looking.
It's easy to say it up here, man.
Exactly. Easier said than done. Jack Jones, the center fielder, up to bat now. Runners both in scoring position.
Just a little inside, just able to make it inside the strike zone.
Called for a strike, makes the count 0-1. The second pitch. Jack Jones makes contact just the opposite way.
Right over the foul fence.
The fence behind the catcher's plate.
Behind the dugout.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do with this. 0-2 count. 2 outs. And in the dirt.
Low in the dirt. Landon Webb and Christian Clear are ready to take off. They've been used to the scoring groove they're in right now, and they want to keep it rolling.
2 outs. 1 and 2 is the count. And
Jack Jones gets sat down swinging to retire the side.
Well, just like that, after a promising hit by Landon Webb, 0 runs have been brought in, as the score is still 3-3 going in to the top of the 4th inning. This is Nettleton Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television.
Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Welcome back to Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television. Seems like the defensive lineup is still the same, everyone where they were last inning. But, I mean, why change something if it's not broke, am I right?
Exactly. As the game is still 3-0 going into the top of the 4th, let's see what the Nettleton Raiders can do.
3-3, if I may correct you.
Oh, my apologies. What did I? 3-3. My bad.
Up to bat is number 14 for Pocahontas. If I could get his name here, C.J. Palmer, the left fielder.
Now, in the second inning, he managed to get a walk off Kyle Tolley. Let's see what he can do in this inning.
I guarantee you Kyle Tolley will not repeat history.
Guaranteed. Let's see what he can do with that.
Saying that, the count is 1-0.
Just like that, 1-0. And
gets him swinging.
Kyle Tolley, excellent pitch.
Nice breaking ball from Kyle Tolley right there. Moves the count to 1-1. The pitch. Makes contact, but behind the dugout.
Count 1-2. Let's see what Kyle Tolley can do.
Be nice to get him a K right here. The pitch. Makes contact, pops it up to Cade Carter, the left fielder, tracks it down, and makes a nice catch.
Excellent play.
To get the first out of this inning.
Cade Carter out doing an excellent job out in the field today, as he has had 2 excellent catches.
And Cade Carter hasn't played baseball in a couple years, and coming back and having a great season these first 2 games.
It's just great to see. Number 10 is up for Pocahontas. Let's see what he can do, as he does not swing at both those pitches.
The count moved to 2-0 after those first 2 pitches. Great discipline showed by number 10 at the plate right now. The pitch.
Just high.
Slightly misses the batter.
3-0 count. Let's... And a walk. And takes his base, number 10.
Yes, I know.
Number 6.
And just like that, we are at the top of the batting rotation once again. That's number 6.
Number 6 up to bat now for Pocahontas. After that walk from number 10, after I said Kyle Tolley would not repeat history, I guess I jinxed him. Number 6 hits a right, 1 out.
Excellent play by Christian
Nice
Cleary.
play. Extends out for it. It was hard for me to talk on that play.
Just a beautiful play.
Tags the bag and gets the 1 out with 1 runner left on at first.
Third baseman, number 1, Charlie White.
I stuttered just about that whole play. The runner takes off from first to second. Jacob Tarpley throws, pulls Christian Cleary off the bag. But to be fair, I don't think the ball was going to make it there in time.
Number 1 up for the pitch. Oh.
Count is 1-0. Kyle Tolley.
And just like that, we are getting a little, it's getting a little darker outside. Getting some good baseball weather today.
Slightly high, slightly high out of the strike zone. Makes it 2-0. A nice pitch from Kyle Tolley to get his first strike of this at-bat. Makes the count 2-1. 1 runner in scoring position for Pocahontas. Awaiting to take the lead.
Heavy leadoff for number 6.
After that pitch almost hitting the batter makes the count 3-1.
Number 6 is testing Kyle Tolley.
I don't think you want to do that.
I don't think you want to do that.
Kyle Tolley's looking him down right there. He knows what's happening. Makes contact, a high fly ball to the first baseman, Nathan Belk. Catches it to
Excellent
retire
play.
the side. Nice pitching performance from Kyle Tolley once again.
And I feel like I got to say this for a long time, but 0 runs were scored in this inning. And only 1 hit, however, AA Austin Arford, as it is still 3-3 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. This is Nettleton Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television.
That whatever it takes for every child, but really we mean that. You know, it's not something that we just say, and we don't take that lightly. At the end of the day, I want them to love school. I want them to love and appreciate that our school is willing to go above and beyond to do whatever we can to teach them. But my bottom line goal is to teach them to love school and love learning and become a lifelong learner, just like I try to be.
Welcome back to Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television. Your score is still 3-3. Kyle Tolley coming off a great pitching performance last inning. I think up next is Seth Bishop, the underclassman freshman, number 17 for the Nettleton Raiders.
That is correct, Seth Bishop. In the first inning, however, he did get a unfortunate ground ball to the third baseman.
It happens sometimes.
Let's
It's
see
baseball.
Exactly. Let's see what he can do in this inning. And right now, I'm going to predict it. He's going to get a hit.
Going to get a hit? Let's hope so.
I predict it.
And the pitching is still the same for Pocahontas. Number 5 still on the mound. 23, the first baseman now.
He had a very promising inning last inning, cleaning it up with 2 strikes to close it out.
The bottom of the 4th inning about to be undergo. It's been an interesting game. Very fair matched right now.
Very evenly matched. Let's see what the Nettleton Raiders can do in the bottom of the fourth. Seth Bishop at bat.
Awaits the first pitch. The pitch. A nice pitch from number 5 of Pocahontas to make the first strike of the at-bat. Low and inside the zone. Seth Bishop swings at a ball right down the pipe, makes the count 0-2.
And just a little, he swung a little high on that ball. Just trying to get on base, I guess. Great discipline by Seth Bishop to see that ball as it curves into the dirt.
Makes the count 1-2 right now.
Switch out the camera link on there because this one's about to die. I want to give it down there.
Seth Bishop awaiting the pitch. The pitch. Makes contact. A high fly ball. The first baseman of Pocahontas looking for it. Catches it to get Seth Bishop
Practically
out.
in the dugout. Privet, who once was the pitcher, just manages to squeeze the ball from hitting the dugout.
That was an amazing catch.
That was an excellent catch by the first baseman, Privet.
Next up to bat for your Nettleton Raiders is the right fielder, Kenwarren McShann, displaying nice athletic ability in the right field catch earlier today.
I agree. Just quite inside from number 5.
Moves the count to 1-0.
The pitch.
A little low in the dirt, moves the count to 2-0. 1 out, no men on. Kenwarren makes contact just behind the catcher. Moves the count to 2-1. Still above here.
And the pitch.
Slightly outside the zone.
Great
Makes the
discipline.
count to 2-2, excuse me.
Great discipline by McShann. He did not want that ball.
Number 23 is out there.
Nice
Great
hit by Kenwarren McShann up into the right field.
Unfortunately, right into the right fielder's glove. He did not even have to move his feet on that.
Don't want to take anything away from Kenwarren, though. Still nice contact. Just an unfortunate place. Up next is number 10, the left fielder, Cade Carter. 2 outs, no men on. Cade Carter makes contact, a rolling ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop grounds it out to retire the side.
That was an excellent play by the shortstop.
Pocahontas displaying another great inning of pitching.
Unfortunately, no runs scored for the Nettleton Raiders. Score is still 3-3. Excuse me, 3-3. Nettleton Raiders are tied with Pocahontas Redskins. This is Nettleton Raider baseball.
America. Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Welcome back to Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television. There's been a couple of defensive lineup changes. Now pitching for your Raiders is Landon Webb, and center field is Kyle Tolley. And Jack Jones at third base.
Let's see what the Raiders can do.
The first pitch from Landon Webb, not the best, kind of low in the dirt. Moves the count to 1-0.
You know, it's his first pitch of the game.
Got to get the arm loose.
He's got to get the arm a little loose. He's just working on him right now. Chester up. And as a matter of fact, in the first inning, Chester got a first base single, as well as he was brought in for a run for Pocahontas. So let's see what he can do right now.
And he makes contact here just behind the dugout, it seems. Moves the count to 1-2. Landon earning his first strike, 2-1, excuse me. Landon earning his first strike of the at-bat.
No, I'm getting someone down there.
Makes massive contact to the left fielder.
And it does hit the wall.
It's rolled
unfortunately
fair. Turns first base and slides into second safe. Chester with a nice double.
That was a solid hit by Chester.
It looked similar to Landon's hit, actually.
It did, as a matter of fact. Maybe a foot away from the foul line, Austin. Hitting the wall. That was a
foot
great
away
hit.
from the foul line, and maybe a foot away from going over the wall, too.
That was a crazy hit by Chester.
And the pitcher is up for Pocahontas now, number 5, with one man on and in scoring range.
Singler up.
They will let him. Yeah, run on yourself then.
First pitch is a ball, a little up and outside from Landon Webb.
Let's see what Singler can do versus Landon Webb.
Hopefully not much.
Hopefully. Let's see Landon Webb take care of him. Clean work.
Nice hit from
popped up high.
Landon Webb's going to catch it here. Communication. You could hear it up here. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Excellent. Excellent. Great pop fly. Catch by Landon Webb. Excellent pitch. Leads to an excellent catch.
It's nice to hear communication from the Raiders because we almost had an error earlier in the first inning.
Nathan
when
Belk
there was a ball popped up to Nathan Belk.
Managed to wrap around his own player and grab it.
The first pitch for number 11 at this at-bat is a ball.
A little low and right.
A little high. Moves the count to 2-0. That runner on second gets further and further every time. And it looks like he's going to try to test Landon Webb.
Just teasing him. A little low.
Moves the count to 3-0. Landon Webb's a little behind here. Hopefully he can work his way back up.
What was that? A strike?
3-0. The pitch. And a
nice
strike.
pitch from Landon Webb.
Right in the strike zone. The right of the strike zone.
Makes the count to 3-1. Another strike from Landon. Got him chasing out there. Moves the count to full.
Way inside. 11 swings at that. Great pitch by Webb.
Makes contact right there to first base. Nathan Belk makes the easy catch.
Great catch by the first baseman, leading into the second out of the inning.
Number 3, the former pitcher of the Pocahontas up right now. Now the first baseman.
Number 23 had a single in the third inning. Let's see what he can do against Landon Webb. That was Kyle Tolley.
Makes contact to the center field. Kyle Tolley gets under it for the easy catch to retire the side.
Speaking of Kyle Tolley with the center field catch. And just like that, no runs scored in that inning. Only one hit, and that was a second base shot. Your score is still 3-3. This is Nettleton Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television.
Today's game is being live streamed on our Nettleton TV YouTube page.
Say that whatever it takes for every child, but really we mean that. You know, it's not something that we just say, and we don't take that lightly. At the end of the day, I want them to love school. I want them to love and appreciate that our school is willing to go above and beyond to do whatever we can to teach them. But my bottom line goal is to teach them to love school and love learning and become a lifelong learner, just like I try to be.
Back to Raider baseball on Nettleton television.
Well, going into the bottom of the 5th inning, looks like Kyle Tolley will be at bat, resetting the batting order.
Go ahead.
Kyle Tolley had a first base single in the 1st inning, as well as being brought in by Nathan Belk to give the Nettleton Raiders a run. Let's see what he can do. Unfortunately, not against Privet. This is Chester. Let's see what he can do.
Kyle Tolley has not only displayed a decent offense of powerhouse, but he's been great pitching today. And Landon Webb took over last inning and displayed great pitching as well.
It just shows that Kyle Tolley can really do it all. You know, getting a single, getting a nice hit, and then not only pitching well, but to retire the bottom of the 4th or top of the 5th with a pop fly catch in center field.
Well, here he is up to bat. The first pitch is a ball, moving it to 1-0. And I'd like to add on to that, Kyle Tolley's just a great asset to this Raiders team.
A great player. Really do it all. The pitch.
A little low, makes the count 2-0.
A few inches above the mound.
Is that right?
Or, the base.
Third pitch. Moves it to 3-0. Kyle Tolley working for a walk, it seems, at this at-bat.
And right now, it just seems like Kyle Tolley is having a field day with this pitcher.
In control. The pitch, and
just
there it is.
All it took was 4 pitches. Kyle Tolley read him like a book.
Hard 90s, as they say. Pitcher 23, Landon Webb, is up after having a great inning showcasing his pitching ability. Hopefully he gets a big hit here. Had a huge one a couple innings ago.
Yes, a beautiful double just right on the warning track. Let's see what he can do. He has also had a
makes contact.
He also had a beautiful walk. Way to read the pitcher in the 1st inning, and also able to be brought in by Nathan Belk with a run.
Moves the count to 0-1 after that foul ball over the right dugout. Kyle Tolley checked back to first base, but beats out the pitcher's throw.
It might be working now.
The pitch by Chester.
I don't know the count.
Or
Landon makes contact to the second baseman. Oh, he misses. An error. Landon's gonna
by number 10.
Kyle Tolley's going to round second base and stop at third, getting more than what he should have had, but the second baseman made an error.
All right.
A nice base hit by Landon Webb. Christian Cleary up.
Just like that, Kyle Tolley is in scoring position.
2 runners on the corner, 0 outs right now.
And that error has might bite them in the butt later.
That's got to hurt, because in a tight game like this, making the first mistake.
It's not what you need. Let's see what Christian can do.
The first ball, Landon and Kyle take off. Kyle's going to score on the play, and Landon's going to advance.
A beautiful base running by Kyle Tolley gives the Nettleton Raiders a run, putting them ahead 4-3 against the Pocahontas Redskins.
It might be 1, but it's a huge advantage to the Raiders. Now they're in the driver's seat. One man on in scoring position. Christian Cleary up to bat.
Landon Webb on second base, if I'm correct. He's on second base. Let's see what Christian Cleary can do. You know, as a matter of fact, Christian Cleary has had an excellent game so far. One single, actually, in the 1st inning, as well as being brought home by Jacob Tarpley
So he's already touched that home plate once today. Let's make it twice.
Yes, he also had a walk, reading the pitcher like a book, making it to second base. Let's just see what he can do against Singler.
It's been a great offensive powerhouse from this Raiders team tonight.
I agree.
I don't know anyone's names.
The pitch. Christian swings, but the ball goes right past him to move the count to 1-0.
Just a
0-1, excuse me.
late on that.
The pitch.
Right.
Landon Webb's going to take off to third, trying to beat out the catcher. But he can't, sadly. He gets thrown out for the first out of the side. Landon Webb was in scoring position. It could have added to the Raiders' lead, but sadly thrown out while trying to steal a bag.
Now only 1 out for the Raiders.
The count is 2-1. Christian Cleary makes contact, pops it up to the first baseman, and he'll get him out for the easy catch. 2 outs on the inning.
First baseman, number 26, Nathan Belk.
Next up is the first baseman, number 26, Nathan Belk. Awaiting the first pitch.
I think when you're on, you might have to move up to the...
Almost hit by the pitch, but moves out of the way. Moves the count to 1-0. One right down the pipe. Nathan Belk seems to look at. Moves the count to 1-1. Nathan Belk makes contact, pops it up to the second baseman, if I'm not mistaken, and misses it. Makes another error, his second of the night. Nathan Belk looks like he's just going to keep his single.
Unfortunate that that happened. You got to feel for the guy.
Yeah, 2 errors in
1 inning. You can't have that.
And big moments, and the Pocahontas bench looks very frustrated. The catcher, Jacob Tarpley, up now with the first pitch of his at-bat. Moves the count to 1-0.
Jacob Tarpley got a first base single that also got to second base.
And what's not in the book is how great he's been doing behind the plate, keeping every ball in front of him.
Great discipline to not swing at that. Jacob Tarpley also brought in a runner at the beginning of the first.
Moves the count to 2-0 after that ball. Make that 3-0.
Just like that, Jacob Tarpley can do whatever he wants right now. He is in the driver's seat.
Nice feeling to have. Waiting his 4th pitch of the at-bat. The pitch, and there it is. He gets his walk.
Got him.
Advances all the runners on base.
And the Nathan Belk, it also advances to second.
Which is scoring position. Up next, the center fielder, number 2, Jack Jones for the Nettleton Raiders.
Jack Jones right now, he's currently in a bit of a slump. Has been struck out twice. 1 looking, 1 swinging. Hopefully he can turn things around right now since he has somebody in.
As you say that.
As I say that, just the luck.
Moves the count to 0-1 after that nice strike from Pocahontas' pitcher. Count even at 1-1. 1 man in scoring position, 2 men on, 2 outs. Your score is 4-3, Nettleton Raiders. Ooh, looked like there was going to be a check, but it looks like he's just going to scare Nathan Belk back to second. A nice throw by the Pocahontas' pitcher. Move the count to 1-2.
Well, let's hopefully Jack Jones can do something with this. There are 2 outs in the inning right now.
Jack doesn't swing, shows great discipline, moving the count even again, 2-2.
just got to hope that Jack Jones makes contact right now.
2 runners in position would be nice. You know, add to that Raiders lead. Jack Jones watches the ball.
Just like that, the count is full 3-2. Let's hope that Jack Jones can do something with this.
A nice gapper to left center right now would help.
Great eye, double A.
Makes contact, but pops it up behind the catcher. Straighten it out. Straighten it out.
Three, 2. And it's
Jack
caught.
sat down swinging to retire the side. 2 men left on, 1 in scoring position.
And just like that, the Raiders got a run in that inning as Consolidated was brought in. Your score is Nettleton 4, Pocahontas 3, going into the 6th inning. This is Nettleton Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television.
Welcome back to Raider Baseball on Nettleton TV. Raiders coming off of a nice inning, taking the lead in this tight contest. 4-3, Nettleton Raiders have the advantage here.
And in that previous inning, the Nettleton Raiders pulled off some excellent base running, especially Kyle Tolley, as the wild pitch brought Kyle Tolley in from third base.
Sadly, there was 2 men left on, but the first pitch of Pocahontas' number 9 at-bat was a strike right down the middle from Landon Webb.
Let's see what
moves the count to 0-1.
Balt's up at-bat.
Landon Webb delivers on a second pitch, moves the count even 1-1.
Great curve on that ball.
Just sadly couldn't curve it into the strike zone. A nice hit from number 9. Grounds to Jack Jones, the third baseman, who makes an error. And allows number 9 of Pocahontas to be safe at first with a single.
That's just a little unfortunate, but nevertheless, we still have, Nettleton Raiders still have a 4-3 lead. So let's see how this goes.
Hopefully a good pitching performance from Landon Webb can keep us in that lead.
Palmer up.
Palmer up for Pocahontas.
It seems like they are making a substitution at first baseman, as number 30 will be running for number 9, Baltz.
C.J. Palmer up to bat now, waiting his first pitch of the out-bat. Landon Webb checks 9 back. No, 30, excuse
30,
me.
yes, as he was subbed in for Baltz. Gets him again. He is not messing around. Landon Webb does not want.
Refuses a runner to advance.
He does not want those
into scoring position.
He does not want to be bothered.
The pitch, slightly out and above. Moves the count to 1-0. The lead from the runner on first is getting kind of wide there. The sack bunt from 14. Landon turns to first, gets him out, but the runner does advance.
Great throw by Landon Webb to get it right in front of the base runner.
Got to hand it to Pocahontas. That was a pretty nice bunt to advance the runner into scoring position. But with that out, makes 1 out on this half inning. Number 10 for Pocahontas up to bat now. Landon Webb's checking him back. Throws. Number 10 makes contact, pops it up to Landon Webb. Landon Webb's going to get, Nathan Belk is going to get under it for the out.
First baseman running all the way to get the pop fly.
He's had a lot of action over there tonight. If I'm not mistaken, that's like his third pop fly he's caught for an out.
Oh, he's caught a few. He's caught 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
A lot of action. The diving one, and then I think there was like 2 last inning. Yeah, so that makes 4. There's 1 man in scoring position for Pocahontas. Number 6 seems to get to advance. Intentionally walk from the pitcher. Excuse me,
Doesn't
I didn't
wanna
see
mess
the
with
sign, but intentional walk from the Nettleton Raiders, making 2 men on, 1 in scoring position with 1 out. Number 6 has been a powerhouse for Pocahontas, so I agree with the decision.
Hey, whatever the coach wants to put the Raiders in a position to succeed. Jacob Tarpley.
The first pitch from Landon Webb, keeping the count at 1-0. Next pitch. The count now 2-0. Look like sprinklers are going off down here.
Sprinklers are on right now. This is
in the celebration of the Raiders' win.
This is a little funny right now. We are going to take a moment to break.
Give me a camera shot of that.
Looks like they got it under control pretty quick.
But that was a little funny. You see the umpire try to dodge the sprinkler at home plate, ducking under the water.
Looks like they wanted to cool off the players tonight.
Yeah, just a little break for the baseball right now. All right, well, 2-0's the count.
Back to action.
Right down
nice pitch from Landon Webb on a great breaking ball to make it 2-1 on the count. Landon Webb finds his pitch, finds his sign, and throws.
Gets him.
Slightly outside, making the count 3-1. Jacob Tarpley, I seem like I'm always saying this, but he does a great job of keeping every ball in front of him.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Great job.
Great asset to have behind the plate. A nice pitch from Landon Webb to move the count to full.
Right in the strike zone. All right. Full count. Let's see what Landon Webb does. And walks him.
Landon Webb throws a high fastball, it seems, to make the bases loaded in this close matchup with 1 out, all 3 men on.
And this has got to scare you a little bit. Bases
gotta
juiced.
Scare you.
This has got to scare you a little bit. Bases juiced. 2 outs, though.
2 outs, excuse me.
This could be good or bad
One
for the
hit,
Raiders.
They could retire the side. Another hit. Scores could be tallied.
All right. A ball.
The scoreboard power button.
Nice pitch from Landon Webb to make the count 1-1.
Gets him swinging.
Landon Webb's delivering in a big moment like this.
What is the actual score?
4-3.
Yeah.
A little bit low and right, making the count 2-1. Landon Webb cannot afford to walk this batter.
He is throwing it high. Hopefully Landon Webb can adjust.
Didn't get enough break on that breaking ball. Makes the count 3-1.
That's exciting.
Number 12 hits the ball. Cade Carter makes a catch to retire the side, keeping the score 4-3.
And the Raiders clutched up even though the bases were juiced. No runs scored for the Pocahontas Redskins as the score still remains. Nettleton Raiders 4, Pocahontas 3. This is Nettleton Baseball on Nettleton Television.
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Welcome back to Nettleton Baseball on Nettleton Television. It's been a thriller up to this point. 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th, if I'm correct.
That is correct, Austin. Just an excellent inning that we just watched as Pocahontas had 3 people on base, but still, the Nettleton Raiders clutched up.
Cade Carter making an amazing catch to retire the side. It's a great night for baseball, and we're playing some great baseball. Up next is number 17.
Seth Bishop.
Seth Bishop.
Seth Bishop had a ground out and a pop-up. Let's see what he can do this inning. Hopefully.
Awaiting the first pitch.
He has been making contact. He just has not been able to get on base. Hopefully this can change this inning at the bottom of the 6th.
The first pitch moves the count to 1-0. The second one, 2-0.
A wild pitch to the opposite batter's box. Let's see what Singler
Pocahontas' pitcher trying to keep this game intact.
See, Double-A right now, this is the moment where the defense cannot give up runs. You do not want to have more runs put up on you because you are in catching up right now. You are catching up. So hopefully the defense doesn't catch up.
Count now 3-0. Count now 3-1, excuse me. It's been a barrage of fastballs from number 5 here to this point. Seth Bishop
he is closer
takes
than
the strike to make it a full count.
The pitch.
Seth Bishop makes contact to keep his at-bat alive.
Hopefully, Seth Bishop can make the right play right here.
The scoreboard looks like it's working.
The pitch makes contact.
Anyways, the count is full. Seth Bishop awaiting the 6th pitch of the at-bat. And he got it. And he draws him a walk.
Excellent. Excellent batting by Seth Bishop to just read the pitcher like a book and control his way to the first base bag.
Looks like the defense is going to take time here. The coach, Pocahontas' coach, needs to talk it over with his pitcher, calm him down, make sure the nerves don't get to him in this high-pressure moment. But to our advantage, Ken Warren McShann gets to talk it over with his coach to see what he needs to do in this situation to make sure that this game doesn't get out of hand. I mean, excuse me, to make sure the game does get out of hand for Pocahontas.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a great game for the offense and for the defense. Low scoring, but the Raiders have taken advantage of every little waking opportunity they've had. And I'm not sure up to this point, what are Ken Warren's stats, Cameron?
Well, let me inform you. Ken Warren McShann in the second inning, unfortunately, had a strikeout. And in the 4th inning, popped it up to right field. So hopefully he can turn things around.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Ken Warren had great contact, but it was just an unfortunate spot.
And it just seems like we might actually have a pitching change
Number
for
12, Pocahontas.
Throwing some heat out there. Number 12, Chester. Dawson Chester.
Dawson Chester ready to try to keep this game, their hopes for this game, alive. 0 outs, 1 man on. Can Warren McShann up to bat?
The lights are bright right now. Let's hope that the Nettleton Raiders can keep this lead alive. This is Nettleton Raider baseball.
You never know. You really never know with baseball how many runs puts it out of their grasp. But
I agree.
Hopefully, we can put it out of their grasp.
I've seen 9 runs scored in a 9th inning in MLB, so hopefully we can push the lead a little further for more of a cushion.
But I have no doubt in our defense that they can handle it.
I agree.
Up to bat now is number 5, Can Warren McShann.
After the first 2 innings, the Nettleton Raiders.
Oh, checks Seth Bishop back.
As I was saying, the Nettleton Raiders, after the first 2 innings, have not let any runs scored. So hopefully we can keep that streak alive. Knock on wood.
Oh,
Ken Warren
McShann by a ball right in the finger. Let's hope he's okay.
Right in the hand. Unfortunately, though, that is not a walk. That is a foul ball.
Ken Warren displayed some toughness, just like Christian Cleary did earlier in the game today.
You hate to see when a batter has to swing at a pitch just for reflex purposes, that they don't get rewarded for getting hit by a pitch if they didn't swing.
Seth Bishop checked again, but the third baseman can't catch it.
First baseman, may I correct you?
To be fair, I think Seth Bishop would have been safe either way.
All right, let's hope Ken McShann can make another excellent batting decision.
Ken Warren swings on the ball to make it the count 0-2. Ken Warren down right here. He's got to take control. Seth Bishop can't get too comfortable over there in a situation like this. We need to spare all the outs we can. Count is 0-2, the pitch. Ken Warren hits it again to
Grounds
keep his
it out.
at-bat alive. Displaying determination and perseverance.
Let's hope that Ken Warren McShann can make something this batting. And another foul ball. I think that is his 3rd of the at-bat.
Ken Warren is keeping it alive down there, hanging on. He wants his win just as much as any other Raider. Nice balls. Oh, excuse me, a strike delivered by the Pocahontas pitcher to retire Ken Warren looking.
That was a...
let's just keep it at that.
Let's just keep it at that. That was an interesting play.
Up next is number 10, the left fielder, Cade Carter.
And Cade Carter had no problem making contact on the ball, but his main issue right now is getting on base, as he has grounded out both innings at bats.
Cade makes contact.
Solid.
Sits down to advance the freshman Seth Bishop to second. 1 in scoring position and 1 on.
And just as I was saying, not having a problem making contact, as that ball heavily hit, sits right in front of the right field baseman.
A clutch play from a clutch player. Cade Carter delivers a dinger to right field.
That was a solid hit by Cade Carter. And right now, 1 out, 2 men on base.
And Kyle Tolley's had a big game today. If he could deliver again in this moment, it would be amazing.
Kyle Tolley, actually, as a matter of fact, brought in 2 times this game, responsible for 2 of the 4 runs. So let's see how he can do.
One man in
against
scoring position, 2 men on.
Number
There's
12.
a huge gap if you look to your left between the center fielder and the left fielder.
It seems to be right over shortstop's head is a clean gap. And it seems like we are having a running change as Ransom Rand is subbed in for Seth Bishop. Seth Bishop, excellent job running the bases and not being picked off.
Seth, this is probably the last time Seth Bishop will be on base tonight, but it was a great job, great performance.
You never
from him.
know. You never know.
I didn't see you down there. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Ransom Rand checked back to second.
Chester just teasing with Ransom Rand.
Can't
Just
get too
messing with
comfortable
him.
out there in this situation.
Ransom with a heavy leadoff of second base. Let's see what they can do.
Pocahontas looking for any easy out they can get right now.
Unfortunately, though, the second baseman for Pocahontas is not on the same page with the pitcher, just not able to make the catch.
Kyle Tolley makes great contact to the left field. It got down and called fair.
And Kyle
comes in. Ransom Rand, and Kyle Tolley gets a single RBI off of that.
That was an excellent hit by Kyle Tolley, bringing in a runner. Excellent.
Kyle Tolley did great to capitalize on that clutch hit from Cade Carter. Came in Kyle Tolley and made an even better play at the plate. Now up is the pitcher, number 23, Landon Webb, looking to expand that lead.
You know, Landon Webb has been, Landon Webb has been doing excellent this game. Has had a walk in the first inning. Had a double in the third.
Landon Webb awaiting the pitch.
And actually,
it's a ball. Oh, the runners don't know if they're going to decide to advance, but it seems as they do. Plenty of time. Cade moves from second to third, and Kyle Tolley first to second. 2 runners in scoring position now.
As I was saying, Landon Webb at every at-bat has gotten on base, either due to error, walk, or hit.
Landon Webb makes contact between the third and the short. It looks like 2 runners are going to score on this play, Kyle Tolley and Cade Carter, and Landon gets a double.
That was just an excellent shot by Landon Webb right in the gap, as Austin, you were talking about.
A 2-run RBI, and it looks like the Raiders might just pull this off.
I had no doubt in my mind.
With those runs tallied up this half inning, the score is now 7 Nettleton Raiders, Pocahontas 3.
And you can't see it right now, Austin, but I am dancing because we have a hefty lead right now. But you never know.
Next up is number 24, Christian Cleary. Landon Webb is going to advance to third base. It looks like
just messing with the catcher. Just eyeing him, seeing him. If he was going to play the game that Landon Webb was trying to play.
Christian Cleary up to bat, looking for the second pitch.
And may I remind you, they are up by 4 runs and only 1 out in this inning.
And the count is 2-0 right now. Christian looking for the ball, and
just
it's 3-0.
Nettleton Raiders are in a groove right now. They are thriving.
Christian Cleary swings on that ball low and in the zone. Makes the count full.
3-2. Oops, I had 3-0.
Christian Cleary sat down looking after the beautiful pitch from Pocahontas' pitcher.
And Nathan Belk up.
Number 26, the first baseman, Nathan Belk up. Nathan Belk makes contact between the second baseman and the first baseman, but is out to retire the side.
Does that count?
After that big inning.
That was an excellent inning. And there was, in fact, 3 runners brought in that inning. Going into the 7th inning, as a score is Nettleton Raiders 7, Pocahontas 3. This is Nettleton Raider Baseball.
Gary Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's Rice Tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
Welcome back to Raider Baseball on Nettleton Television. It looks like the defensive lineups are going to stay the same for this hopefully final inning, and Landon Webb is going to try to close out this game with a win.
Oh, great save. This
has been a great game.
This has been an excellent game. It was very evenly matched going into
the bottom of the
fifth.
sixth.
Yeah, going into the fifth. Finishing the fifth, bottom of the sixth, like you said, until the Raiders just ran away with it.
Score is now 7-3 starting the top of the seventh. Pocahontas' last chance to catch up.
A very
nice
slow pitch.
First pitch delivered by Landon Webb. Looked like something off speed like you had mentioned.
Last inning, the Nettleton Raiders put up as many runs as the Pocahontas Redskins have right now. And that ball...
It's called fair.
Just right over the bag and is overthrown.
From the third baseman. And it looks like they're going to try to throw him out at second, but he will be safe with a double.
An error causing that. Unfortunate.
One man in scoring position for Pocahontas while number 11 walks up. The catcher.
Mason up. Number 11.
Landon Webb loading.
Fires. And it's foul. That last hit by number
11.
Number 5 actually.
Excuse me.
Was right over the bag, the third base bag.
Oh, look at the scoreboard.
Barely fair.
Landon Webb with the second pitch.
Right in the dirt.
Makes the count 1-1. And the runner on second could not decide if he was going to advance or not. And figured he might as well just play it safe.
Number 11 calling him off. Say, don't do it.
Don't do it, please.
Don't do it. Up. Landon Webb.
That's why I learned his
Landon Webb loading the third pitch of his at-bat.
Just
makes a nice pitch, but it's called a ball.
Unfortunately, just a tad high for the umpire's liking.